Welcome to our journey through the 15 most terrifying haunted locations in France. From eerie castles to ancient ruins, these places are steeped in chilling legends and ghostly encounters that have sent shivers down the spines of visitors for centuries. Join us as we uncover the haunted stories behind these mysterious locations and the spirits that may still linger there. 1. Chateau de Brissac, Brissac coincé. The opulent halls of Chateau de Brissac conceal a tragic secret. In the 15th century, the Duke discovered his wife's affair, and in a fit of rage, he ended the lives of both lovers. Since that day, strange things have occurred in the castle. Many have reported seeing the Green Lady, a spectral figure in a green dress with hollow eyes, gliding through the corridors. Her presence is often marked by a chilling silence, followed by whispers echoing through empty rooms. Guests who've seen her say that her face contorts, eyes vacant, as if reliving her final moments. Those who've dared to stay the night often hear the steady drip of water, though there are no leaks, said to be the sound of her restless tears. 2. Mont Saint-Michel, Normandy. The abbey atop Mont Saint-Michel stands guard over the Normandy coastline, a striking sight that has seen centuries pass by. But the abbey isn't as peaceful as it appears. A monk is said to haunt its shadowy halls, pacing the stone floors. His story is unclear, but many believe he met his end unjustly, condemned to silence within the walls he once called home. Visitors often report hearing soft, shuffling footsteps when no one else is around and feeling a sudden chill, as if someone were brushing past them. Some have even seen a robed figure standing at the edge of a window, staring out over the sea, perhaps yearning for a freedom he'll never know. 3. The Catacombs of Paris. Paris, beneath the bustling streets of Paris, lies a chilling, silent world. The catacombs, a labyrinth of tunnels containing the bones of over 6 million souls. Originally created to manage the overflow of city cemeteries, these tunnels soon became an eerie tomb. Those who venture too far into the depths report a profound sense of dread and disorientation. Whispers echo down the corridors, and visitors have reported seeing fleeting shadows at the edge of their vision. Legend has it that those who get lost in the catacombs are taken by the spirits that roam there, joining the silent, endless maze of the dead. 4. Chateau de Commarque, Dordogne. In the Dordogne countryside, the ruins of Chateau de Commarque stand as a testament to a bloody past. A tale tells of a knight who was brutally slain by a rival family, leaving behind a curse. To this day, his spirit remains in the castle, a figure in armor, standing watch. On some evenings, visitors report hearing faint sounds of clanging swords and cries of battle in the distance, as though a spectral battle is forever playing out. Some say that his ghost lingers to protect his family's honor, awaiting the day he can finally lay down his sword in peace. 5. Pere Lachaise Cemetery, Paris. One of the most famous cemeteries in the world, Pere Lachaise is both a peaceful resting place and a hotbed of paranormal activity. Home to countless artists, writers, and historical figures, the cemetery has an aura of mystery and melancholy. Visitors often feel unseen hands brush against them or hear murmurs in the stillness. Some claim to have seen a spectral figure of Oscar Wilde wandering the cemetery, while others speak of a woman in black who appears at Jim Morrison's grave, vanishing as soon as they approach. By night, the cemetery comes alive with whispers, as though the souls here still have stories left to tell. 6. Chateau de Fougeret, Quo. Chateau de Fougeret, known as one of France's most haunted castles, hides tales of agony and sorrow. Built in the 14th century, it has since housed countless spirits who've seemingly made it their permanent home. Guests have reported sightings of an elderly woman and a young girl, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, who appear at random times. Some rooms emit an unexplainable chill, and guests often wake to find shadowy figures standing at their bedsides. Screams have been heard echoing through the empty halls, and it's said that once you step foot in the castle, you're never truly alone again. 7. Versailles Palace. Versailles. The extravagant palace of Versailles is steeped in luxury and haunted by the memory of its most famous resident, Marie Antoinette. The gardens and the Hall of Mirrors are said to be her favorite haunts. Visitors report sudden cold spots in warm rooms, laughter that floats through empty corridors, and, on rare occasions, the fleeting image of the former queen herself, dressed in her signature finery. Many believe her spirit, and those of others who perished in the revolution, continue to linger here, forever tethered to the palace's beauty and its tragic history. 8. Chateau de Puymartin, Dordogne. The story of the White Lady of Chateau de Puymartin is one of betrayal and heartbreak. In the 16th century, the lady of the castle was caught in an affair and, as punishment, was walled up alive by her husband. Today, she appears as a ghostly pale figure, roaming the castle in search of the life she lost. Guests report hearing faint scratching noises from within the walls and seeing her reflection in mirrors. Those who encounter her feel an overwhelming sadness, a sensation as though the walls themselves are steeped in her despair. 9. Place de la Concorde, Paris. During the French Revolution, Place de la Concorde was the site of countless executions, and many believe it remains haunted by those who lost their lives there. At night, shadows appear on the square, shifting as though heads were bowing in sorrow. A few have even seen the ghostly figure of Marie Antoinette, who was executed here. The air turns icy cold, and some have reported the sensation of an invisible hand gripping their shoulder, a reminder of the grim past that still haunts the cobblestones of this infamous square. 10. La Maison de la Dame Blanche, Rouen. In Rouen stands an unassuming house with a terrifying reputation. Locals avoid it, for the White Lady is said to appear in the windows. She is always seen staring blankly, as though trapped within. Visitors who dare to venture close feel an overwhelming sense of dread, and some report hearing faint sobbing coming from inside. Those who've looked directly at her say they feel her sorrow, a profound grief that seeps into their minds. Many leave, haunted by her image for weeks after, unable to shake the sense of her watchful eyes. 11. Chateau de Veauce, Auvergne. The spirit of Lucie, a maid who died of heartbreak, is said to wander the Chateau de Veauce. She fell in love with a nobleman, but when their romance was discovered, they were forcibly separated, and Lucie succumbed to her grief. Her spirit lingers, a pale figure who moves softly through the castle's halls. Visitors report hearing her mournful cries, and on rare occasions, seeing her appear at sunset, gazing longingly toward the gardens. Her sorrow fills the air, a lingering reminder of her tragic end. 12. Saint-Michel de Chapelle, Le Puy-en-Velay. Perched high on a rock, the chapel of Saint-Michel de is said to be haunted by monks who once served here. The chapel is ancient, and many believe it is a place where spirits linger. Some visitors hear ghostly chants in Latin, echoing through the chapel's stone walls. Shadows drift along the narrow stairs, and those who climb them feel a strange weight, as if invisible eyes are following their every move. Many who visit leave with a sense of peace, but for some, the chapel's spirits leave a lasting impression. 13. Chateau de Trecesson, Brittany. The Chateau de Trecesson holds a chilling tale of a bride buried alive. Local lore tells of a young woman who, on her wedding day, was entombed within the castle walls by her cruel husband. Now, her ghost roams the castle grounds, her figure shimmering like a reflection on water. She is often seen by the lake, where her cries can sometimes be heard. Those who see her feel a sorrow that is palpable, an unending despair that haunts the castle and chills the very air around it. 14. Abbaye de Mortemer, Normandy. The ruins of Abbaye de Mortemer echo with the spirit of Matilda, a noble woman who fled to the abbey seeking refuge. Betrayed and eventually killed, her spirit remains, wandering the abbey in white robes. The sounds of her footsteps can be heard on moonlit nights, and ghost hunters have captured recordings of strange whispers. Those who visit the abbey feel a presence watching them, a feeling that someone is just out of sight, hidden in the shadows of this haunted ruin. 15. Chateau de Blandy-les-Tours, Île-de-France. Once a powerful fortress, Chateau de Blandy-les-Tours has witnessed centuries of conflict, and the ghosts of those battles are said to linger. Visitors report sightings of a knight in ancient armor standing at the gates. At night, the sound of swords clashing fills the air, and guests feel an invisible force pressing upon them. It's as though the warriors who defended the castle still roam the grounds, bound to protect it for eternity, their souls trapped within the fortress walls. Thank you for joining us on this spine-tingling tour of France's most haunted sites. Whether you're a true believer or a skeptic, these stories remind us of the mysteries that surround us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with those who dare to explore the unknown. Until next time, keep your eyes open for what may be lurking in the shadows.